Hello, fairy questers and fairy seekers. On the 24th of July, I brought you the first photo search from Three Bridges County Park. And as promised, we are going to do the second photo, and a little bit later I will do the third photo as time allows. So on the screen is just a reminder of where we are. And we did this photo the last time. Still reveling over those roots. And we will do this photo this time. So we're going to go through this photo bit by bit. You might hear a little bit of thunder because we actually have a nice storm, though it has not cooled anything off. All right, so going up to 200%, as you can see up here, and all the way over to the left and all the way to the bottom. And we're just going to scroll through this photograph to see if there are any fairies allowing themselves to be seen this time around. The first photo had quite a few, so that was kind of fun. They don't all always have a lot. Sometimes you only find one, and there are actually photos that I don't find any. Somehow I think this one will have to have at least one. It's just such a magnificent tree. I take that back. The root system is amazing. You would think that this tree would be humongous, but it isn't. It's a very small tree in comparison to the root system, at least in my opinion. So we're just going to keep on going. I see a few things here, but nothing that really stands out strongly. And again, I will not be marking these as I normally would. It just takes a little too long. Now I'm seeing something here, but again, it's just not clear enough to really want to grab and point out too heavily. So we will go all the way over to the beginning again. Find a spot and move our way up in this picture. And I think I will use this right here. So going up and right there. And we're over as far as we can be, and that is really bright, isn't it? All right, so we're going to cruise on over here. See if we can see anything of consequence. And sometimes it takes getting to the foliage for there to be anything that really stands out, but not always. I've gotten some pretty interesting rocks and things like that that are not actually rocks, but fairies that have turned themselves into rocks to try and avoid my seeing them. And as always, I'm looking for something that really stands out, that's easy to see for everyone. Okay, like this one right here. Okay, we have this. Now, this isn't something that you see every day, obviously. And I find it absolutely humorous. There's two here that I can see. The first one is here, and you can see an ear right here. A very chubby-like cheek right here. Here comes the chin. And you know what? I'm going to switch here to the, there we go. Here's the pointer. Okay, so here's the ear. And here's some hair. We're going down here. This is the bottom part of the cheek or the jaw. Here's a chin going up this side. Okay, so here is the mouth. Here is a nose. Here's an eye. Here's another eye. Okay, and we have a forehead. And part of the other ear, and this really funky hat. And then in front of this, and I hate to say it, but it kind of looks like he's got a pig nose. So very interesting. And this one, you're going to have to step back a little bit. I do not see bodies on these, so that's what makes it very interesting. But you can see this one's really buggy eyes right here. Really buggy eyes, and he's quite green. He's doing the best that he can to blend in. Here's a mouth, buggy eyes, and I'm just tracing around. So you're either going to see this one or you're not, because it is not actually fully there. Not the way you would expect him to be. And this one, if you cannot see it, back off from your computer or your phone, whatever you're using to watch this video. Back off from it and check it out, because you'll be able to see that really crazy face. Alright, so that's it. There are a few others in here, but nothing that, again, really stands out that would make it worthwhile to point it out to you. Alright, so, oh wait. Oh, okay. Moving on. Now, if I were doing this to do the circling and that kind of thing, then we might actually have a few more than what I have currently shown you. But that takes time to do those and for you to be able to see them, and it does take quite a while to load up the longer videos here. I'm still truly looking, I am, for you, but I'm hoping, you know, that you can stop and pause and perhaps even find ones that I have missed, because as I said, you can see sometimes more if you go through the photos more than once. Now this is a fairly dense bit of foliage, so going through carefully. It's not real close up. Alright, so let's see. I'm already at the other side. Let me go down just a titch. Okay, back up. Alright, I thought I saw something, but I don't know if I'm going to have to make it a call. I don't think it would be one that you would be able to see the way that I would like you to see it. So going back over and across and going up the last tier on this one. Okay, going. Ooh, that is so bright. All right, so we're moving on over. And going past the bark. Sometimes there's even fairies that have blended themselves into the bark of the tree. Okay, so I didn't see any this time, but wonder if they all kind of ran and hide, because I was like freaking out over all the mosquitoes. They were just horrible. I can't even believe And you can tell I kind of took this picture on the move due to, see the blur in parts? I was kind of on the move as I was doing it because we really were getting eaten alive by these mosquitoes. All right, so did not really find a whole lot in this one. And again, you know, if I went through it myself from the perspective of circling, then there might be a few more that we would find. But you know, the ones that we did find here are actually they're pretty amazing actually, and stand out very well. So if we actually drop this to 100% and take a look, you can still, especially this one, you can still see this one very clearly. And again, this one is hiding pretty well. So that will be it for this picture, and when I get the opportunity, I will definitely go ahead and do the very last picture for this Three Bridges awesome root tree. So until then, take care.